on Johnny's side. So that's where we're at right now. I caught up with all of yesterday's events on YouTube, pretty much. I didn't have time to stream the last half of it, but hopefully we can get the last half of this going. What's up, Majima? Nice to see you again. For anyone who is new, listening to this in its entirety, this cross-examination lawyer that Johnny has on her side, fucking amazing. This bitch has every piece of evidence in front of her and is willing to throw it in Amber's face, and Amber does not know how to reply so far.
All right, your next question.
Let's get back to it.
Tom, may I please have you put up Plaintiff's Exhibit 881A?
If audio needs to be
Sir,
adjusted,
I'm
please
ask
let
you
me
to take a
know.
look at Plaintiff's Exhibit 881A. This is one of the articles containing the counterclaim statements by Adam Waldman. Is that correct?
I haven't seen the article yet.
Okay. Why don't we go to page 8 of this article?
I'll make sure I don't have the buffer. I had so much buffering yesterday. It was...
Adam Waldman, Depp's lawyer, said afterwards, quote, Amber Heard and her friends in the media use fake sexual violence allegations as both a sword and shield, depending on their needs. They have selected some of her sexual violence hoax facts as a sword, inflicting them on the public and Mr. Depp. Do you see that?
Yes, I do.
It's a very prophetic way of putting that.
You allege are defamatory? It's defamatory?
That's correct.
Okay. Can we please go to Plaintiff's Exhibit 881B?
Okay, so this is Johnny's evidence.
And if we could go to page 10 and 11?
They've been using a lot of Amber's own evidence against her so far during this cross-examination.
Plaintiff's Exhibit 881B, Depp's lawyer Adam Waldman said the various discrepancies prove that nothing Heard and her friends said about the events of May 21, 2016 could be considered credible. Quite simply, this was an ambush, a hoax. They set Mr. Depp up by calling the cops, but the first attempt didn't do the trick, he told thedailymail.com. The officers came to the penthouses, thoroughly searched and interviewed, and left after seeing no damage to face or property. So Amber, her friends, spilled a little wine.
Because nothing
and wrapped the place
happened.
up, got their story straight under the direction of a lawyer and publicist, and then placed a second call to 911. But even this didn't have, oh, apologize. You're fine. Okay.
Are they having to have a come to Jesus meeting already? We haven't even started. 2 minutes in, we have to have a come to Jesus? What's most prolific about this entire thing is that we've used up about half of the court's time so far. There's like 61.5 hours, I believe, in total that both sides can use, like 30 point or whatever the division on that is accurately. But they both have half of 61.5 hours. And we've already used half, so the only other side is like this cross-examination and then other key witnesses, I would feel, to use up for the next 30 hours or so. But this cross-examiner in the white, she doesn't play no games. Like she's here to win, and this if everything goes to plan for her, like this could skyrocket her career because she's very young, very very young. Now, Amber's lawyer, on the other hand, the old milk toast lady over there, Miss Bredoff, I think is not gonna see another case after this whole thing is done and dusted. That's just my opinion. I feel like there's been many countless times throughout the thing that I caught up with yesterday on YouTube where she hadn't had her mic properly turned on. So she had to keep pressing the button over and over to see, hey, am I getting any sound out of this? And the judge is just actively just getting more and more madder. And like, this judge is very respectable for what the amount of shit that is being thrown in her face. She has literally a person to her right, literally not even fucking 4 feet away from her, that is lying to her face these past like 3 days. Or sorry, 2 days. And yet this man has never taken a glance at this woman. This man is stone cold faced. He said, "You will never look into my eyes again." God only knows what they are talking about over at the stand right now. I'm sure Ms. Bredoff is getting fucked. Because literally every single time she has brought up an objection, I think one time they have sustained her objection, and every other time it has been overruled. They do not want to give her an ounce of credibility. Man, they really want to just waste all this time right now. Hey, do you think in this coffee cup right here, they have the mega pint of wine that they've been referring to all this time? That'd be a fucking surprise revelation right there.
Plaintiff's Exhibit 881C.
Okay, I think we're continuing with his evidence now? I don't think it got objected to.
And go to page 11.
She's like, I'm already there.
This is another article, Ms. Hurd, where you argue that Mr. Waldman's statements are defamatory, correct?
I don't know if this is taken from that article because I can't see the article in full.
It's page 11 of the article. And the statement
Is there a
reads,
little footnote that we can read? I wish Johnny would let his hair flow more. I mean, I like the slick back look, but I mean, like the first few weeks that he was in the court case here in LA, like he had his hair flowing, he was looking good. Not to say that he doesn't look good right now. It's just, you know.
we have reached the beginning of the end
the
of
hair
Ms.
flow,
Hurd's
man.
abuse host against Mr. Depp. Is that correct? Is that one of the what you claim is one of the defamatory statements said by Mr. Waldman?
I believe so.
Okay, thank you.
Thankfully, she's being straightforward with her answers so far.
Ms. Hurd, you're not aware of any career opportunities that you lost as a result of Mr. Waldman's statements, are you?
Well, it's kind of hard to point to the jobs you're not offered,
Right.
to the gigs you don't get.
You were not replaced in Aquaman 2, were you?
They released me from my contract, and I fought to stay in it, and they kept me in it. I just don't know how much I'm in, actually, of the final cut.
And you testified
They cut her
yesterday
out
that
a
L'Oreal
considerable
actually
amount.
extended your contract in April of 2020. Is that correct?
In part, they extended it and held me.
And you testified yesterday that L'Oreal extended your contract again in November of 2021, correct?
Not exactly. They extended it because it couldn't use me or any of the materials for me.
And that extension was for 20 months, right?
That's correct.
Ms. Hurd, you testified yesterday how Mr. Waldman's statements, quote, torture you every day. Do you recall that testimony?
I do.
Torture?
And then,
broad word.
and that you look at them every day.
I look at the online attacks, the media. You can't avoid it, to be honest, that those statements are often attached to.
Yeah.
I don't look
One
at
look
these
on the
statements every
internet
day.
and one search of your name will
And
show
you testified
everything.
that you just want to move on with your life, right?
I do.
Or a good
very
amount
much
of
wanna move
shit.
on with my life.
But you've gone out of your way to engage with Mr. Waldman on social media, haven't you?
I have made a comment, I believe, once. I would not characterize that as engaging with him.
Let's please pull up Plaintiff's Exhibit 1266.
I love her immediate, like, after she answers the question, the cross-examiner is like, okay, well, let's pull that
Your
up then.
microphone. Yeah. Your microphone. Just,
Again with the microphone, here we go.
right
Never stops.
Before.
It's a photograph.
I think it's just a.
This is your tweet, right, Ms. Heard?
That is correct.
I'm going to move to admit.
Oh, they're
and
bringing up the
publish this
tweet?
I don't check the relevance.
Relevance?
Objection. I'm sorry. What was the objection?
I'm sorry, relevance?
All right. I'll overrule the objection. 881C in evidence.
I was about to say, it was literally the last question she asked. That's all the relevance you need.
Can we please have it published to the jury?
I'm sorry.
Oh, here it goes.
I'm sorry. 1266. I apologize.
Can we shorten it
Thank
down
you,
a bit?
This is from March 26, 2021, right?
That's what it looks like, yes.
And this is after he made
Yes, Mr. Waldman, I may be wearing makeup on this occasion, but on every occasion you will still be short. At the real Amber Heard.
the
Fucked,
statement you
bitch.
claim, the statements you claim are defamatory, right, Ms. Heard?
21, yes.
Ms. Heard, you tweeted at Adam Waldman, quote, "Yes, Mr. Waldman, I may be wearing makeup on this occasion, but on every occasion you will still be short." Did I read that right?
Yes.
I mean, at least it was a good comeback.
We can.
Too bad it's getting defamer now.
Ms. Heard, since your relationship with Mr. Depp ended, you have completed your level 3 sommelier training, haven't you?
I haven't
Oh,
completed it yet. I
You're
just
on level
stopped.
2.
a sommelier.
No, I'm on level
Okay.
You also have had a baby, right?
I have.
And you enjoy being a mother?
More than anything.
You still love to cook?
I do.
And you love to hike?
I've taken a break on hiking for a minute.
You have friends, right?
Why is that?
I do have friends.
And you spend time with those friends?
Occasionally, when I can.
And you exercise
Not so much
regularly?
now.
Every day.
You just filmed a movie in March of 2022. Isn't
They
that
don't
right?
really like hanging out with me now.
Yes, the one I just shot in Guatemala that I spoke of earlier.
And you have you had a major role in a major film that's scheduled to be released soon. Is that correct? Aquaman 2?
As I said, I don't know if I will even be in the final cut or how much I will be. It was difficult to stay in the movie.
After this, no, you will
Struck Mr. Depp
not.
multiple times during your relationship, didn't you, Ms. Heard?
There were many times I had to use my body to defend myself, and that included swinging wherever I could. If it meant I could get away, absolutely. If it meant a difference between a sore face and a broken nose, you bet I would. You
That's
bet.
your testimony under oath that you never struck Mr. Depp as the initial aggressor?
Well, he was holding me against the wall by my neck. You know, I might be the first.
That's
person
obviously
to have
him
been
being the initial
first
aggressor,
one
you
to
stupid bitch.
slap,
That's not the
which happened
question.
in Australia, you know, and he was choking me. But I wouldn't say I was the initial aggressor in that situation.
You
Obviously.
got physical with Mr. Depp often during your relationship, didn't you?
I had to defend myself as best I could. Didn't seem to make much of a difference.
You just couldn't control yourself, could you, Ms. Heard?
I tried to defend myself when I could, but it was after years of not defending myself.
Can we please pull up Plaintiff's Exhibit 356?
Johnny looked up for that for
Your
a
Honor,
quick
portions
second,
of
he's like,
Exhibit were entered into evidence yesterday, but we moved to
Okay.
admit the entire recording.
All right.
And I can confirm that there's no other voices besides Ms. Heard's and Mr. Depp's. And I intend to play from 1:29:27 to 1:30:07.
So I have 356A in evidence. Is any objection to the
So we're
the
getting a
entire
minute
356
recording?
coming into evidence?
If I may, hold
Okay,
on just for a
sure.
moment, Your Honor, I have to check on something. Which one?
129:27 to 130:27. So this is over an hour long recording then?
The excerpt for now, and we'll double check our notes on that, because there was one that had something in that we couldn't go, and I just can't find my notes on that
We'll
right
just
now.
call it 356B for now.
That's fine, thank you, Your Honor.
Could you just give me the times again?
Yes, of course. 1:29:27 to 1:30:07.
07, so we're not even getting a full
B, so you
minute.
have 356C.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you, Your Honor.
I can't see that. I can't promise you I won't get physical again. God, I fucking sometimes get so mad I lose it.
Oh!
I can fucking promise you I'm gonna do everything to change.
What's this?
Promise you.
Is this different than what you just said 2 minutes ago?
And then
I think it may be.
I'm not going to, and me too. I will leave you. It's fair. I can't do it, you know? And I think, honestly, if we hold each other
I
accountable to
wonder
that,
if this
it's
Pokemon
fair.
thing was working, because yesterday during my girlfriend's stream it was not.
Ms. Hurd, that's you and Mr. Depp on that
I will
recording,
see if
correct?
that works.
That's correct.
And you told Mr. Depp, quote, "I can't promise you that I won't get physical," end quote, correct?
That's correct. He was accusing me of instigating something in a situation I explained yesterday.
And you also told Mr. Depp that sometimes you get so mad you lose it, correct?
That's correct. I also explained the context of that fight yesterday.
Isn't that exactly what you told Ben King on your way back from Australia? That you get so mad you lose it?
Absolutely not. I know that that's
Oh, of
King
course
testified to,
not,
but
because,
I
you know,
never had that conversation
that was
with
slander.
Ben King.
If we could please
In the
play.
meantime, I'm sorry, I checked and I have no objection to the entirety of 356 coming
So
in.
356 in its entirety will be in evidence. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. If we could please play from what's now been admitted, Plaintiff's Exhibit 356 in its entirety from 705 to 743.
705
I'm not
to
gonna be in a physical fucking altercation with you.
Then don't.
You fucking hit me last night. You fucking.
What about all the other times you split? Come on, you cannot act like that's about that. It's
Well,
not.
we're on a plane. I can't split.
No, and you hit back. So don't act like you don't fucking
I
participate.
pushed you.
I'm not going to get into the details of that fight. You and I both know that you split when there is no fight.
Because she knows she's being recorded probably right
You
now.
do it like at the very beginning
Okay,
of
well,
fights
at least
these
it's
days.
escaping and
if you
shit.
split
That's good.
and you go into a different room and you don't actually leave that house, it does nothing but perpetuate the fight. And you don't actually do it respectfully. You don't.
Just having to take a sip of that lion juice real quick.
Can we please pull up Plaintiff's Exhibit 343? And I believe that one's been admitted already into evidence.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
At least we don't have to wait for Ms. Bredoff to see if it's is or not.
24601 to 24720.
I said to Travis. I said to you, hey, tell Travis what just happened.
Oh, you told me to do it. You told me to. You said, go do that.
I said, no, tell him what just happened.
Sorry, guys.
Why?
And that you punched me in the
You're right.
fucking thing. And you
figured it out.
Ring her on my
And you
phone.
said, no, fucking, I didn't. What the fuck are you talking about? And I watched you lie. And then
I didn't punch you, by the way. I'm sorry that I didn't hit you across
Oh,
the face
this is
in
the
a proper spot,
continuation,
but I was hitting
okay.
you. It was not punching you. Babe, you're not punched.
Don't tell me what it feels like to be punched.
You know, you've been in a lot of fights, you've been around a long time. I know. Yeah.
No, when you fucking have a close.
You didn't get punched. You got hit. I'm sorry I hit you like this. But I did not punch you. I did not fucking deck you. I fucking was hitting you. I don't know what the motion of my actual hand was. But you're fine. I did not hurt you. I did not punch you. I was hitting you.
How are you?
What am I supposed to do? Do this?
are you?
I'm not sitting here bitching about it, am I? You are. What's the difference between me and you? You're a
Jesus.
fucking baby.
Because you started.
You are such a baby. Grow the fuck up.
Fights.
I did start a physical
Yeah,
fight.
you did, so I had to get
Because-
the fuck out of there.
Yes.
So I had to
you
get the
did
fuck
right
out of there.
thing, the big thing. You know what? You are admirable.
That's you and Mr. Depp on that recording, right, Ms. Hurd?
That's correct.
And you said you hit Mr. Depp, right?
Yeah, I had to hit his body to get
Ms.
him out of the door.
My question was, you said on that recording that you
Because
hit
quote unquote
Mr. Depp,
self-defense and all
right?
that shit.
Yes, I did.
And you accused him of being a baby for not wanting to be in a physical fight with you, right?
Incorrect. I accused him of being a baby for complaining about me
Big ol' Bobby.
hitting him when he was trying to get
Big
through the
ol'
door. I was
Bobby.
trying to barricade.
Right. Can we please pull up Plaintiff's Exhibit 368?
Man.
And
Okay,
again,
now we're getting
Your Honor,
every
this is a
single bit of
recording
Johnny's
of
evidence
just
right
Mr.
now.
Depp and Ms. Hurd. I'm going to move for the entire exhibit to be moved into evidence.
All right, any objection to 368?
I don't think so, no, Your Honor.
All right, no objection. 368 in evidence in its entirety.
It's a shitty law. Anyway, bathroom door when you were knocking on it. After a few times I opened. And, you know, you just kept going. You just kept going. I tried to close the door 3 times. You know, please, just don't, you know, and then, wait, and then I accidentally, I swear, when I was trying to close the door, I guess it scraped your toes. And I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, okay.
And I bent down, and you either pushed or you kicked. I think you kicked the door open. I mean, the door, yeah, more open, so that it would hit me. And it
Well, they passed a little note.
I didn't know
It
that.
hit me in the fucking head.
But I did not mean to do that. I don't know what you're
I
talking
was
about.
bent down behind the door.
I did not do anything to her. I did not kick a door or push a door so that it would hit you. I did not. I swear that I don't even. That did not. That was not my intention. I think I remember
Of
when
course it
the
wasn't.
door scraped my toes. I reacted, but this whole the door thing. I remember. I never did that. That wasn't on purpose. I might have done it on
Okay.
accident.
Okay.
But
So let's say that
She is
was an accident.
stumbling in this recording.
I then stood up. I don't even know if I said, I mean, I might have said, like, what the fuck, you know, whatever, because I'd just been hit in the head with the fucking corner of the door.
I'm so sorry. I did not. I'm sorry.
And then I stood up. And then you fucking clocked me.
I remember hitting you as a response to the door thing.
What? So wait, you hit him in the head with the door.
Sorry.
He hits you with the foot accidentally because he just didn't see you there. And then your utmost reaction at that point is to then deck him in the face?
Meant to
I didn't
punch
mean-
me in the jaw.
I meant to hit you, and I did not do this thing with the door. I do remember. I did mean to hit you.
So that you didn't mean.
The door? No, God, no. I didn't.
But punching me in the jaw.
I didn't. Okay, I'm sorry. I hit you. I did mean to hit you, but it was in response. I just reacted in response to my foot. I just reacted, and I'm sorry. It's below me.
Your foot? That was why you punched me?
Yeah. But I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I.
All I heard was a
You
bunch
and
of
Mr.
Amber
Depp on that
stumbling.
recording, right?
That's correct.
And Mr. Depp was hiding from you in the bathroom. Isn't that
Incorrect.
right, Ms. Heard?
Incorrect.
Well, Mr. Depp said on that recording, I opened the bathroom door when you were knocking on it. Doesn't he?
I don't know if he said that, and I didn't hear that
And
one
Mr.
detail.
Depp said, when I was trying to close the door, I guess it scraped your toes. He says that, doesn't he?
Correct.
And then you kicked the bathroom door into his head, didn't you?
No, I didn't. And I
then you punched him in the
defended
jaw.
myself in that audio. You can hear it for yourself.
Right. And then you punched him in the jaw.
I also did not do that. I tried to make that clear on the audio tape too.
So-
Infertility.
So Mr. Depp said, you meant to punch me in the jaw, right?
Are you asking me what he said on the
Yeah.
on the recording? Yes, he said that.
And then you respond, I meant to hit you, didn't you?
As I explained yesterday, I was trying to get him off the door.
And you said,
I don't know why
remember,
she's
I
giving all
did
these
mean to
long,
hit you."
drawn-out answers. They're just literally requiring
was on
a
my
yes or
feet.
no at this
I
point.
reacted instinctively to that.
Yeah, you've heard this audio before, haven't you, Miss Heard?
Yeah, we've already had this trial before.
Yeah, it was played for you when you were deposed in 2016 in connection with your divorce from Mr. Depp, wasn't it?
That's one of the times I've heard it, yes.
Okay. So you've had plenty of time to think about how to respond to this recording, haven't you?
I don't know what you mean by that.
Well, let's take a look at how you responded to it the first
She's like,
time.
well,
Can you
let's
please
take a
pull
look
up what
then.
will be marked
Shall
Exhibit
we? Let's take a
1261?
trip down memory lane. All the way back to 2016.
The next thing that I'm going to play to you as Hugh.
Oh, what's going on? Oh, sorry, that's my bad. Sorry about that.
Oh, if you want to come, Coach.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, at least we were about to get into something juicy, but you know. They have to have good old Miss Bredoff cut us off at the last possible second before we get anywhere in this case, apparently. That's fine, I don't care about finding out the truth. It shall stay silent for more. They have to do something with all this time they're allotted.
I'm going to read it into the record and then I'll hand this to you. So,
Like a copy and
I will. So, Your Honor, for reference, and I will provide a copy of the deposition, Ms. Heard's deposition in the divorce. It's page 372, lines starting at line 5 through 377, line 12.
All right, I think,
okay, I have a copy of the position.
But don't worry.
Yes.
I will give you the copy. He's like, give me 1 second to get off this stand real quick.
Thank you.
Your Honor, with permission, may we please play?
if we just get to that page, make sure everybody's at the, oh, could you say the page number again,
Yes,
please?
absolutely. May I have the page?
Page 372, lines 5 to 377.
It takes her a
line
minute.
1
Please
is
give
what
her
I have.
12, line 12.
All right, yes,
If we could have a moment, Your Honor, to read it before it's played.
Take all the time you need, Miss Bredoff. It's not like you've taken it already. It's okay. We understand. No, I don't. But other people, I'm sure, understand. In fact, no. Redact that. Oh, no! What's going on? Why have you forsaken me with the buffer?
I'm so fat. Brendan.
Oh my god, I'm not fat! Don't tell me this, Ed!
Look at Nate.
What the fuck?
To read it before it's played.
It was just a line, right? I think they had to go back in the recording a bit too. I don't know. Oh my, okay. I was like, please stop.
okay.
What is going on? What do I need
Thank
to
you,
do?
Your Honor. If we can please have it
you.
published to the jury in the gallery.
All right.
The next thing that I'm going to play to you as Hugh. Would you listen to this, please? This is punching.
Oh my god. Not while the recording's going on, please. Alright. Here. I'll do something on my... Because if it's me, then this should fix it. If not, then this is on their end. There we go. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys.
You just kept going. You just kept going. I tried to close the door 3 times.
Oh, it may be the chat traffic? Well, can I just hide the chat and that will help? Okay, so this is her deposition back in 2016 then, apparently. I understand there's a procedure, I just don't give a fuck about the procedure.
Okay. That's fine.
Thank you.
I have no objection.
Can we please start it over?
Okay. Well, we're gonna have to show the video anyway, so what was the point of taking it down in the first place?
The next thing that I'm going to play to you as Hugh. Would you listen to this, please? This is punching.
She's trying to eat, give her a second.
Let's get one.
Anyway, the bathroom door knocked on it. I think we just
There's the desk.
She looks high as shit right now in the 2016 deposition right now.
3 times. Please, just don't, and then wait, and then I accidentally, I swear, when I was trying to close the door, I guess stretched your toes. I didn't do that. I bent down. You got to close your take the door. I mean, say, close the door. Get more open.
This is all stuttering to me. Like, I can't hear a single fucking thing. Johnny has such a low voice that you can't hear anything.
Okay. So you told him in that excerpt that you hit him with the door but did not intend to hit him, correct? Did you say
Her
that?
eyes!
I said whatever I said in that recording. I don't. When you play it for me, it's hard for me to remember everything.
And that's a recording marked as exhibit the punch key.
Q. That was just played.
Q. Would you continue to listen to exhibit Q?
Are these from the same day?
I reacted that this whole the door thing. I never did that. That wasn't on purpose. I didn't let it on accident.
Let's say that was an accident. I then stood up.
Oh, they're re-explaining her deposition over the same recording. I'm so fucking stupid. Exactly why I said before why I couldn't be a lawyer.
I remember hitting you as a response to the door thing. That's exactly what I just told her. I'm really sorry about hitting you with the door or hitting your head. I did not mean to, nor.
You don't need to hit me in the head with the door, but you meant to.
It's crazy seeing 2016 Amber and 2022 Amber like next to each other.
I did not do this thing with the door. I do remember. I did mean to hit you.
So that you didn't mean.
The door? No, God, no. I'm
Punching me in the jaw.
okay, I'm sorry.
So on the tape, you tell Johnny Depp that you did mean to hit him.
And it also misrepresents what actually happened, which is him trying to get into a room I'm trying to keep him out of. And then he runs the door over my toes, trying to get into the room. I tried to push him out of it, which is what the hit is referred to. And Johnny, whenever he was injured or touched, it always referred to it in these ways of punching or clocked or whatever. And whether you discussed it with him or not, the last thing you do in talking to him afterwards or trying to reconcile with him is to get into what the definition of those words mean to him.
Oh God, because God Almighty, it's not the same as what your definition is.
Pushed. It was a cold. He called it a cold clock. I mean, it's just
A cold clock. You hit me with a right cold clock.
As that audio recording is being played in your deposition, aren't you, Ms. Heard?
Not smiling because of the audio. I'm smiling because of what's happening around me.
You even roll your eyes at one point, don't you?
I was sitting opposite a whole table full of lawyers who were snickering, laughing, and rolling their eyes at me while I was talking.
Is there something amusing about kicking a door into your husband's head?
No, I was rolling my eyes and commenting on what I was experiencing at that time in recounting the story.
Is there something amusing to you about punching your husband in the jaw?
That is not what I was smiling about, and no, I do not think it's amusing.
Ms. Heard, you testified yesterday that all you want to do is move on. Do you remember that testimony?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, your exact words were, quote, "I just want him to leave me alone. I want to move on with my life, and he won't let me." Do you remember that?
Yes, that
Isn't it kind of the reverse though?
But that's not true, is it, Ms. Heard?
It is very true.
You just haven't been able to move on with your life, have you? From Mr. Depp.
Well, yeah, because this thing has been haunting her for like 8 years.
In fact,
I mean,
on
granted,
October 11th,
she's the one who's
2018,
instigated this shit.
you actually commenced an arbitration action against Mr. Depp for defamation, didn't you?
I don't recall that, no.
Your Honor, may I approach? May we approach?
Your Honor, I would like to fill you in on a little something. Have you known that Amber's been lying for the past 17 days? Granted, she hasn't been on the stand any of those 17 days besides the 3 that she's been on right now, but do you know that she's been lying to you? Here's all the evidence. Can I please bring this into court admission? Can we just like call day 17 early? Like, how about we just end it all right here, right now?
Please pull up Plaintiff's Exhibit 219.
I feel like everybody, majority-wise, has an opinion on how this trial is going to go. Whether it actually goes the way they want to or not, that's a different question.
The first page of Exhibit 219.
All right.
She's having to study it really carefully. She can't trip over her words or anything. It makes her look sus.
And if you can also read to yourself the second page of Exhibit 219. Yes. And if you can scroll down, Tom, again, Ms. Hurd, just to look at that page. And then scroll down to the next page, please.
Okay.
And the next page.
And the next one. Actually, could you just flip through the whole document? There's 30 pages in there. There was a document set out when they went to a come to Jesus meeting, both of the lawyers to the judge, and she brought out this like fucking bookfold binder that had like upwards of probably like 1,000 pages in that bitch. And I'm like, I respect lawyers at the end of the day, but like I said before, I can't do that shit.
Does that refresh your recollection, Ms. Hurd, that you did, in fact, in October of 2018, 2 months before you published the op-ed in this case, that's the subject of this case, you initiated an arbitration against Mr. Depp for defamation?
It's not my understanding I initiated an arbitration. It's my understanding that our lawyers sent a letter to his lawyers after he called me a liar again, effectively, in an interview.
Fuck.
And that's 2 months before your op-ed that was published in December of 2018, right?
That is correct.
And that's 6 months before Mr. Depp filed this case against you, correct?
That's correct.
So you fired the first shot, not Mr. Depp.
I disagree. We sent a letter.
That's firing the first shot. You can't just say no and then say, what? We sent a letter to his lawyers for the arbitration of defamation. That's not considered sending the first shot?
Ms. Hurd, isn't it true that you once
the fuck out of here
customs form falsely so that you could get...
May we approach?
Okay.
Oh my god, how many come to Jesus meetings are we having right now? It's like, Your Honor, I would like to approach the bench. We're losing severely. It's fucking insane. He's getting like a worried look on his face right now. I don't know what that can mean.
I have the motion.
She's like, I got my piece of paper, bitch.
Ms. Hurd, you testified yesterday that when you left the courthouse after obtaining the domestic violence restraining order against Mr. Depp, you walked out to, quote, a sea of paparazzi and cameras, right?
What else were you expecting?
You testified that you were surprised to see the sea of cameras.
That's correct.
Why?
Because it was quiet when you went into the courthouse that morning.
And the divorce had remained under the radar up to that point.
You know people are gonna find out.
So you thought it was going to stay
Doesn't
that
matter
way,
if something's under the radar.
No, I always figured it would come out. I just trying to buy time.
You knew the media had been alerted that you were filing for divorce, right, Ms. Heard?
No, I just knew that it was impossible to do that privately, so you could just hope it was a matter of time.
You knew they were going to be there, didn't you?
No, I did not.
You should have.
I assume since it's a public building that there is that likelihood, or not likelihood, but possibility. But I was, I was shocked.
Amber's divorcing Johnny. I wonder if paparazzi are going to be there after the fact.
Yes, she was.
Huh.
So you anticipated that you might need your publicist?
I thought the filing might make, well, I was told the filing was public, that it would be impossible. There's no way for you to do a private filing. And then the second that I filed for the TRO, it would be public news.
The TRO is the restraining order?
Photographers and cameras to show up at the courthouse in real time, but they did.
If we could please pull up Plaintiff's Exhibit 1280, which is a clip from your divorce deposition, and you have at page, if I can alert you, you have the transcript there, page 74, lines 22.
You said 874?
74.
74.
Line 22 through 75, line 13.
I'm sorry, just 72 line.
74, line 22 through 75.
I need the other half of the lawyers to please listen whenever she's naming off page numbers and shit, because we have like 5 different people asking what page? Huh? What line? She's saying it pretty clear cut and slow enough for them to hear it. It's not like she's saying page 74, line 32. Oh my god, and she has to have a come to Jesus meeting because of it. Wait, looks like they're continuing,
If
Freddie.
we could please play
Thanks for keeping me
and display to
company.
the jury Plaintiff's Exhibit 1280.
Is responsible.
Ms. Heard, did you send a text message to Jerry Judge on May 24, 2016, telling Jerry Judge, quote, "I'm desperately trying to reach Johnny"?
I'm glad we at least have this deposition from
extremely
2016 to call her out on more of her
Please
bullshit.
tell him.
I remember sending the text message that is in front of me right now to Jerry, and I remember sending this because I wanted to tell Johnny, or have him told by Jerry or someone who knew him or was close to him. Basically, I didn't want him to find out online.
Because that would make bad character out of
I
ton.
had already filed for divorce. I wanted him to know.
And we know you care about it.
So I was trying to reach him through a third party to tell him. When I say reach, I'm specifically saying I would like him to know information coming from me or coming from Jerry, from me, so that he finds out about the divorce filing or my intention to do so from some other source other than TMZ, which was alerted.
It looks like she
Looked up
stopped.
there, didn't you, Ms. Heard?
Mid-sentence.
You let it slip out that TMZ had been alerted to your filing of the domestic violence restraining order, didn't you?
I disagree. That's not what I'm talking about.
No, you stopped mid-sentence.
Mr. Depp attacking the kitchen cabinets the day before this deposition was taken, wasn't it?
I didn't do that. I don't know
TMZ
how
owns
to do
the
that.
copyright to that video now, doesn't it?
I have no idea what TMZ
Did they
owns.
pay you for that?
I never got paid for it because I had nothing to do with that.
So TMZ was just lucky in getting the inside scoop to your divorce from Mr. Depp, huh?
I have no idea. That's not my area of expertise. I wouldn't even know how to do that.
People have a lot of other
Also,
ways
what
of
does
finding
that
out
get me?
shit.
If I wanted to leak things about Johnny, I could have done that in a much more successful way, in a bigger way, for years.
I would shut up,
Amber.
Amber.
What I was entitled to in the
Would
state
shut
of
up.
California, by the way.
Right.
What extortion?
Tassa Van Reeves, your ex-wife, right?
That's right. She's my ex-partner.
She's the one that you told this jury Mr. Depp was jealous of, right?
Yeah, well, that was 2013 fights around March, yes.
You testified that he tried to burn one of her paintings, right?
Whoa, burning
That's
paintings.
You testified he tried to burn
Look at this guy right here, dude. This guy is like, I don't know about that.
I don't know if it was one of my favorites.
You committed domestic violence against Miss Van Reed during your relationship, didn't you?
No, I did not.
You assaulted her at a Seattle airport in 2009, didn't you?
No, I did not.
And people saw that.
That's not true.
It was covered in the press. Isn't that true?
It was planted in the press by Johnny's team 2 days after I got the TRO.
Whoa, wait, in 2009?
Plaintiff's Exhibit 1279.
Johnny's team, what?
Your Honor, may we approach?
Okay, first off, okay, so this incident happened in 2009, where she was abusing her partner. Like I said, I don't know, but it seems to be leading into that fact. At an airport, and it was covered in the press publicly. She said that was planted by Johnny's team? Did they even know each other in 2009? 2009 was what, like 13 years ago?
We could please have that article displayed for the witness.
What?
This is an article from 2 years ago, correct, Ms. Heard?
I don't know when this
May
was.
of 2020?
That's not when it came out, no. The story started getting planted after I got a TRO, after I got a restraining order against Johnny.
The headline says, Amber Heard
Objection,
allegedly
Your Honor.
struck.
Objection, Your Honor. I think Your Honor ruled she can't say that.
If you want to approach again.
Oh my. She's like, if you want to approach again, like she's fucking had it up to here with this shit. Oh my god. Even her! She's so pissed. She's like, I hate this. I just don't understand. I don't understand that allegation that she just
The
claimed
title
that
reads,
Johnny's
Amber
team
Heard
planted.
allegedly grabbed, struck her ex-girlfriend at the airport. Doesn't it?
Yes, and that's not true.
Then what is true, Amber?
May we approach?
Okay.
So the article, the title is Amber Heard allegedly struck her ex-girlfriend.
She's already
Overruled, go ahead.
Thank you. If I may start over. Amber Heard allegedly struck her ex-girlfriend Tassa Van Ree at the airport in 2009. Did I read that right?
Yes, this is another example of the smear campaign.
So Mr. Depp is
Oh
not
my
the only
God.
domestic partner you've assaulted, is he, Ms. Heard?
I've never assaulted Mr. Depp or anyone else that I've been romantically linked to, ever.
No further questions, Your Honor.